Today we have brought you the latest Tesla news. Tesla China impresses with 14,500 insurance registrations in June's first week. Tesla Model 3 just became cheaper than Toyota Camry in California. Tesla resumes Project Highland Model 3 testing with new features. And Tesla brings native land loophole to New York to avoid dumb direct sale ban. Let's get into all the details. So let's get started. Tesla China's domestic sales seem to be gaining some momentum, with the electric vehicle maker estimated to have seen 14,500 insurance registrations for the week ending June 4, 2023, as per data tracked by industry watchers. The figures hint at a strong finish for Tesla China the second quarter. For comparison, Tesla China saw around 12,800 insurance registrations in the week ending May 28. This suggests that week over week, Tesla China saw a 13.28% increase in insurance registrations. Tesla China also sold a total of 77,695 domestically produced vehicles in May, as per data from the China Passenger Car Association (CPCA). The number covers vehicles that are sold domestically and exported to foreign territories. Tesla China's vehicles that are sold locally are mostly produced in Gigafactory Shanghai, which produces the Model 3 sedan and Model Y crossover. However, the facility is also the company's primary vehicle export hub, which means that for about the first half of every quarter, the factory typically allots its resources to vehicles that will be shipped abroad. Tesla China then focuses its resources on the domestic market in the latter half of every quarter. Considering that the week ending June 4 falls into the second half of Q2, Tesla China likely focused its efforts to meet the demand for its vehicles among domestic customers. The estimated 14,500 insurance registrations for the week ending June 4 bodes well for the electric vehicle maker, especially considering that Model 3 sales within China are likely not at their best due to consumers waiting for the highly anticipated Project Highland update. Tesla China's insurance registrations in the previous week shows that the company truly works hard despite the competition in the country's EV sector. China is arguably the world's largest EV market, and it is also the most competitive. Despite this, Tesla China has shown that it has the grit and resilience to rank well in the country's EV segment, despite mostly selling just 2 vehicles. Elon Musk, for his part, has given Tesla China's team some well-deserved praise during a recent visit to Gigafactory Shanghai. Moving to the next update, Tesla Model 3 just became cheaper than Toyota Camry in California. The Tesla Model 3 just became less expensive than the price of the Toyota Camry in California, thanks to the company's confirmation that each of the all-electric sedan's trim levels qualifies for the full $7,500 tax credit. Late last week, Tesla changed the language on its Model 3 design studio to reflect updated tax credit qualifications, indicating that all 3 configurations of the sedan qualified for the full tax credit amount. Previously, only one variant, the performance trim, qualified for the full amount, while the other 2 builds were only set to receive half, a $3,750 of the total credit. The updated credit amount, when combined with local incentive amounts in some regions, like California, are helping Tesla vehicles reach price parity with gas cars. In some instances, they're even undercutting the cost of some of the most popular sedans on the market in California, like the Toyota Camry. Reuters reported recently that the fueleconomy.gov website has officially updated its website to reflect the new Model 3 tax credit qualifications, which are enabled through the use of domestic battery packs in the vehicles. Previously, the lower 2 configurations of the Model 3 used batteries built in China. When the Model 3's rear-wheel drive trim level is purchased at its sticker price of $40,240, the federal tax credit of $7,500, and the California tax rebate of $7,500 brings the price down to $25,240, which undercuts the cost of the Camry which is listed at $26,320 in its entry-level configuration. While other automakers are saying that price parity won't come until the end of the decade, Tesla has seemingly already reached it with certain trim levels. The inclusion of the Model 3 receiving the full tax credit across the board is not only a huge disadvantage to competing EV makers, but also to the big petrol companies that have yet to source their vehicles completely from domestic regions that can't offer comparable prices due to lack of scalability. Tesla's lead continues to grow with developments like this, and it is only a wonder of how long it will take for other companies to catch up. Moving to the next update, Tesla resumes Project Highland Model 3 testing with new features. It appears Tesla has resumed testing on public roads of its Project Highland Model 3 after a hiatus that lasted several weeks. The Project Highland Model 3 was spotted testing in California recently by electric vehicle enthusiast The Kilowatts, who spotted the car and noticed several new features. Among the new looks at the Highland Model 3 are new headlight designs and hardware for cameras, which are now being installed on Model S, Model X, and Model Y vehicles. It appears Tesla will wait until the newly rolled out vehicle hits production lines to begin installing it on Model 3 cars. Additionally, it appears Tesla is planning to take more care with aerodynamics, as a rear diffuser was also spotted on the prototype, which was traveling on roads with manufacturer plates. The diffuser was first used by Tesla with the Model S Plaid several years ago as it hit the track at the Nürburgring in Germany, attempting to break records on the track. The earliest iterations of the Model S Plaid were fitted with diffusers, which are used to increase downforce at high speeds by accelerating low-pressure air beneath the car and channeling it through the rear portion of the vehicle. Smoothing out this airflow and decreasing drag can also help aid in handling, so there's a chance the new Model 3 could be introduced with a more performance-based option, as many EV enthusiasts are eager to take their vehicles to the track. The Model 3 Highland was first revealed last fall, but Tesla has been refining the vehicle for nearly a year. The first images of the car have been leaked recently and revealed a new design to the front end, but there are several other features that appear to be on the way in the coming redesign. However, Tesla has a knack for making changes and trying out several different looks ahead of launch. Moving to the last update, Tesla brings native land loophole to New York to avoid dumb direct sale ban. Tesla is going to repeat a loophole it has previously used to open stores and service centers where direct sale laws prevent it by operating on native land. This time, the automaker is doing it in New York. There are a few states in the US that have laws prohibiting direct sales of electric vehicles to the public without going through third-party dealerships. These bans come from old laws that were meant to protect car dealers from their own automakers supplying the vehicles. The idea is that automakers couldn't open a company-owned store next to a third-party dealer after they have made the investment to sell and service their cars. It would be unfair competition. Now, however, car dealerships are using those old laws to prevent automakers that never had deals with third-party franchise dealers, like Tesla, from selling their vehicles to the public, even though it's fair competition. Tesla has been fighting those laws in many states, with some success. In New York, the law still exists, but Tesla managed to get an exemption to open a few stores and service centers, even though its bid to expand has been curtailed by the local dealership association. In New Mexico, Tesla found an interesting way to get around the direct sale ban. In 2021, Tesla managed to open its first store and service center in the state by opening inside an old casino north of Santa Fe, and it did it by partnering with the First Nation of Nam Pueblo and opening the location on their tribal land. Last year, the automaker did it again to open a second location in the state. Now Tesla is taking the loop to New York. Syracuse News reports that Tesla made a deal with Oneida Indian Nation to build a location on their land, pictured here. This is going to enable Tesla to expand in the state of New York without having to convince state legislators to let them sell directly to consumers without having to go through a middleman. That's it for now. So what are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned at the electric arena for all the latest Tesla and electric vehicle news.